up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia, and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome back, guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. So without further ado, let's get started. We are going to do our face today because it is my Friday. It seems like I'm starting to do these videos every Friday, and I'm here for it. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to first start with Fenty Beauty's Pro Filt'R Mattifying Face Primer. It is time to get into these fall looks, even though the weather here is erratic. We literally, I feel like I'm always giving the weather on here now. The weather is just, it's not giving me what I need. It's not giving me boot and blazer and apple picking. I mean, it's just not. Right now, it is literally like 89 degrees and I'm just not feeling it. So now that I have on my primer, I'm going to apply just a little bit of skin corrector towards the bottom portion of my face. This is by LA Girls Pro Conceal. Just a little bit. I've been noticing like down in this area, especially in person, sometimes my foundation after a while tends to look a little gray. I don't like that. And now the foundation I'm going to use, I'm actually going to combine two Haus SKinTech foundation, skincare, and foundation in one. I'm going to combine 425, which is medium deep neutral. And to warm it up, I'm going to apply 460 medium deep warm. This one, it's a little too warm for me, tends to pull a little bit too red. So when I mix the two together, it's a perfect harmony for my complexion. And I'm going to use IT Cosmetics Airbrush Flawless Complexion Brush, and this is in number 132. I've already applied my little mixture here. And for concealers, I will be using two. The first is Makeup by Mario. This is Surrealskin Awakening Concealer. And this one is in 440. Let's apply some of that. And the second concealer is by Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, and this is in the shade Y12. This is the absolute first time I'm using it. I'm already digging the posh container. It's cute. And I'm going to apply that under where we applied Makeup by Mario. Bring it up a little. Bridge of the nose. And just a little bit here. And now to blend in the concealer, damp beauty sponge. I was gonna do my brows again on camera, But guys, trust me, it's a chaotic scene. Me and the mirror are like up close and personal like this. Just because I wear glasses and contacts, and when I do my makeup, I tend to not wear either, just because sometimes the powder gets in my eyes and then I have to stop what I'm doing, and I don't want to have to go through all of that. So I just saved you guys from having to see me like putting my brows on. That will all soon come to an end. I'm super excited. It took me a while to actually finalize my decision to have my brows done. You know, the microblading, but I believe it's going to be one of the best decisions that I have made for like my makeup and skincare and definitely channel purposes. It's going to save so much time, and they're going to be even. Like, what is that going to look like? And now to set my concealers, I'm gonna try not a new product per se, but a new shade. So I'm gonna use Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Loose Baking Powder as well as Easy Bake Pressed Powder. But here's the difference. So I'm going to use the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. I've seen so many videos on this particular shade, and because I was just in the market, I'm literally tearing it out the box. Because I was in the market for purchasing new makeup, as I always am, when I picked up both products in my shade that I originally used, which is Kunafa or Kunafi, I decided to pick Cherry Blossom up too. I was really skeptical, and honestly I still am until I officially applied on my face. I was really skeptical just because of the shade of the powder, but I've seen a lot of videos where, you know, a lot of people are saying like it works great on melanated skin. So we about to see. Going to first apply the loose setting powder, and there's that net. Okay, and let's see. I'll start here. Okay, so far so good. Kind of goes on more or less like a translucent powder. My face isn't pink, even though the powder is pink. Not seeing any difference other than to say it's definitely not Kunafa. But yeah, this one is pretty much acting like translucent. And now I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Pressed Powder, also in the shade Cherry Blossom. And I like that they have a little secret compartment there where you have the little applicator. And this is the one, when I used it last time, where you lay it is pretty much where it stays. It's a pressed powder. So you have to be careful how you apply it because it's not budging, especially if you put it down on your concealer while it's still wet. It's not gonna move too much. And this one also doesn't have a smell like the other pressed powder, although I do like the smell of the loose powder. It's just me. Kind of smells like a grandma, but I don't know. I like it. Just gonna use this one under the eye area. And then to just kind of go over everything and set my entire face, I'm going to use by Juvia's Place. This is a pressed foundation or pressed powder. My shade is Burkina, and I'm going to apply it using a e.l.f. Cosmetics pointed powder brush. A little bit of bronzer, Jacyln Cosmetic bronzer in Daycation, and I'm going to apply it using a Colored Rain angled brush. Okay, I'm gonna lay a little bit more of the loose cherry blossom powder down just under my eye area. And as I'm doing this, I just wanna say, so I just went and looked in my mirror, like in real lighting, not in front of my ring light, at my base. And the cherry blossom is making some points. I actually like how it looks. Like it's not giving me the yellowness, the warmthness of the like yellow tone setting powders I use, but I don't know, it's doing a little something extra and I like it. I'm so late to getting the cherry blossom. I'm glad I actually picked it up though. I really like how it's highlighting just the areas where I applied it, but without like the extra like yellow brightness, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So for my shadow, I'm going to use, once again, Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance eyeshadow palette. I want to do a different look. I know the first time I used it, it was primarily to kind of play in the duochrome Divine, but now I'm going to try a completely different look, not using that one at all, although that thus far is my favorite shadow out of this palette. We're going to first apply Leather. We're going to use that as our transition shade. I'm going to apply it using my Morphe M504 brush. I wish they would have had a more lighter shade in here. I mean, Leather is good, but it's very pigmented. It's very deep, dependent on how you apply it. So you just have to be careful how you actually apply that shade, like I did here. This eye, it's more, let me bring this down a bit. And now I'm going to apply this shade here, which is Crimson, using a Eco Tools blend brush. Just kind of blend it out, flicking it upward just a little bit. And blending it out, flicking it upward very lightly. For those of you that actually have a defined like crease, how does it feel to be God's favorite? It is like so exhausting when you have hooded lids, puffy lids, and you're trying to like find a crease. I mean, yes, you can dig into where your, your actual socket is, but ugh. Like, why couldn't we all just have creases, right? And now I'm going to apply Twilight, which is this matte green shade here. I'm actually going to apply it on top of where I applied Prism using the exact same brush. For this one, same thing, we're flicking upward. And now I'm going to go back in to leather using a flat Morphe M224 brush. This is my concealer brush. And I'm hoping this turns out how I envision in my head. Just because, as I said, I wish they would have had a actual lighter shade, like transition shade. We'll see. I had this idea in my head. Let's see how it plays out. And with leather, I am packing it into the front portion of my eye. I mean, when I say pack, I am like packing, like I'm going on a trip. I'm putting a lot down so you could actually see the difference between both shades, since they both are in the, at least in my opinion, they both are pretty dark. And then to add a bit of like a gradient effect, I'm going to use Mulberry, this shade here. Excuse the dogs outside if y'all can hear them. Oh my God. And for Mulberry, I'm going to use, this is another Eco Tools blending brush, clean one this time, using Mulberry. I'm going to apply it right where leather and Twilight meets. And I applied it kind of heavy so it would show up over both of the dark shades. And I'm going to use the Denessa Myricks Groundwork face palette. I'm only going to use the black shade here. I'm going to use another Eco Tools blend brush, and I'm just going to apply the black to just a small area right here, just to give it a little bit more drama. And then also using the Denessa Myricks palette, I'm going to use a Morphe M165, go back into the black, this time use the pomade, and I'm going to use it to line my eyes. And below the liner, I'm going to apply Twilight using a Eco Tools smudge brush. Going to fan my eyeballs, because when you wear glasses and you strain, makes your eyes super sensitive and very, very susceptible to just watering for absolutely no reason. Okay, so I'm gonna move away from the eyes a bit to let them not ruin my makeup. From watering, just going to dust off the extra powder that we used. And for that, I'm just honestly using any random brush. And moving on to blush, I will be using Mented Cosmetics Clay Too Much, which is this shade here, applying it using my blush brush. Moving on to lips. First, I will be applying a lip liner. This is by Colourpop, and it is titled BFF3. And then to fill it in, I'm going to use by MAC Cosmetics Honey Love. This is a semi-matte lipstick. It's looking a little donut-ish right now, but we're gonna put something on top of it. We're going to put it on top, also by Colourpop, Ultra Glossy Lipstick, Major Throwback Creme is the name of this one. I saw this one in the store. Oh my gosh, super cute. All right guys, so this is the final look. Off camera, I applied some Lilly lashes. Y'all not about to tear me up in the comments, so I'm going to put the name of them down here so I will not mispronounce them. But that is it. I like it. I feel like it's giving dramatic. If this is how you want to go apple picking, I say get down how you live. What are we thinking? Fall looks, are we inspired? Is there any particular trends that you guys are looking forward to trying for fall? Let me know. Business as usual. A list of all products used will be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, all of the things. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch this video. And as always, exercise self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. And please check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, guys, we shall chat again soon.